Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to the WWE Bash in Berlin recap show. Of course, like the name of the premium live event says, this did happen in Berlin, Germany at the Uber Arena. Some pretty good matches, and the crowd was totally into it. But before I get to the actual show, let me do the usual boring sales pitch. Hey, if you like what you're hearing, click the like button, leave a comment, let me know how you felt about this year or uh, the premium live event, Bash at Berlin. Also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Well, with all that out of the way, let's let it rip. All right, kicking off the premium live event, Bash at Berlin, is a match for the WWE Championship. The challenger, Kevin Owens, going up against the champion, the American Nightmare, or excuse me, Cody Rhodes. I was about to say Kevin Owens again. My bad. This is kind of a 50-50 match here. Kind of WWE-esque a little bit. They would do some dives, but kind of still tamer than AEW. But still had that 50-50, no real total advantage for anybody. Somebody get control, or Kevin Owens get the advantage a little bit, then Cody, then Kevin Owens again. Kind of happened just like that throughout the match. Cody would go for a triple jump Cody cutter, but his knee would buckle. However, even though Kevin Owens looked like he was going to go for it, he didn't go after it. Told the referee to check up on him as they went outside. Cody kept saying, "Hey, I'm okay." They traded a couple blows. Then then that's when Kevin kicked the knee to one time. Still didn't go for the kill. He didn't go for the apron bomb like he does in other matches. He kind of tried to keep babyface, total babyface here. Uh, Kept reserved a little bit. Didn't want to really go in for the kill though. But he would actually hit a couple of stunners for 2 counts. And like I said, this was AEWS. Earlier, Cody Rhodes hit a couple of Cody cutters as well for 2 counts. Uh, don't like seeing that a whole lot, but mm, I guess they want to be a little different from the main event match. More on that later, of course. Kevin Owens would go for a swanton bomb, but Cody would pull his knees up. Then he would hit Kevin Owens with the crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens wins. They shake hands, hug, and all that good stuff at the end. Um, Pretty good match here. I mean, like I said, it was a little tamer than if you're a huge AEW fan. Uh, you probably know what I'm talking about, as it was kind of AEW-esque, but a lot tamer. And this definitely not a knock on Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. This was definitely a good match. Uh, I give it a thumbs up. Here we go. I don't. I'm not Dave Meltzer. Not going to try to be. So I just give it a thumbs up. I liked it. Is that enough? Let me know what you thought about this match. All right. Next up is a match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I will say I was surprised. This match was actually. I didn't think this was going to be a bad match, but I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was. It was the challengers, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, going against the Unholy Union, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Like I said, a pretty good match here. They just kicked no collar and elbow tie ups on here like you did in the first match here. These girls just went after it. Uh, Jade and Bianca had the early advantage until the chance ran Bianca's shoulder into the post. Some double teaming from Unholy Alliance would keep the advantage. Kept working on Belair. Would say they did a great job of with the cutoffs and the behind the ref double team. A little bit of old school tag team wrestling there uh, that I noticed. So that definitely impressed me a whole lot. Uh, finally got the hot tag on Jade Cargill. No, nothing fancy here. Just kept with the punch, kicks, power moves. Like I said, nothing fancy. This is a powerhouse woman, so she don't need to be doing anything too fancy. Bianca would go back in. Uh, the Union, Unholy Union would go for the finisher. However, Jake Cargill would actually tug on Bianca's hair a little bit, moved her out of the way, uh, causing the champions Dawn and Fire to pretty much hit each other. Uh, Cargill and Belair hit their finisher, got the 1, 2, 3, and now we got new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions for the second time. It's Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Alright, it's now time for one of the feature matches. One of the matches I think this match I was mostly looking forward to, believe it or not. I do back a lot. But, it is what it is. I mean, when Punk's on his game, he's on his game. This of course Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk in a strap match. Back in my day, it was called the Indian strap match, but made famous by Wahoo McDaniel, for you old school wrestling fans out there. And they did it traditional style, where you had to take your opponent and incapacitate them, then touch all four corners. They kind of updated a little bit, putting the lights out. One a green light for one, red light for the other one, but it it, it definitely worked out for them. I guess for other fans kind of see who's who and who's if there was like who's closer to get to the fourth corner and stuff like that. But kicking things off though, Drew just got the advantage by attacking uh, CM Punk from behind, kept beating on him, finally got the wristbands put on, and that's when the bell rang. Drew McIntyre kind of bullied the ref to do that, but uh, it is what it is. It served its purpose. Uh, but then, CM Punk got the advantage back by hitting the GTS, and it was his turn to lay in some whippings with that strap. And I think this was a match I probably wouldn't want to do because shit looks like it hurts. But anyway, they took it outside. Uh, CM Punk I don't think he played there. It looks like a little bit of a hard way there. Must have been when I was fighting on the floor. Even did a spot where um, Drew put CM Punk through a table. Then they finally got to the point. It's like, okay, we got to try and win this thing now. They kept going for the corners. They actually teased that finisher. If you watch my live stream on Thursday, one of the just a kid, I thought was the coolest finisher where the bigger heel had a smaller bay face on his shoulder. Then as the heel was touching the corners, the bay face was touching the corner right behind him. But they didn't really do that finish, but they did do that spot, so that was cool. But finally, uh, CM Punk was able to get the advantage. Hit would actually hit four GTSs, almost like as he was going around. When after he got to the third one, he finally got his hands back on his bracelet. I think he should probably wash that thing before he put it on his wrist, but kissed it or anything. This is my suggestion. After there's been somebody's sweaty tights for a little bit, I don't think I would want to kiss it or put it on my hand. But he had enough tape on his wrist. But anyway, it was a cool little finish. He got his bracelet back, and as the bracelet was on it, still kind of on his hand, he hit the fourth corner, winning the match. And he said after this, hey, now he's done with Drew McIntyre. He's wanting to go out to Gunther for the WWE. Sorry, spoiler. Uh, anyway, he said after the match, and he didn't say hear that part. He said in the post game show, he said he's wanting to go after the World Heavyweight Championship. That's why he's there for. But yeah, I thought this was pretty good. Uh, Definitely story driven. Even though you had the gimmick match, still worked out pretty good. Uh, I'd also give this a thumbs up. All right, next up is another match that I think a lot of people are looking forward to, just for the fact that they just people just didn't like the heels in this match. It's great. I love to see that. Anyway, it is Judgment Day members Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan take it on Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. They've been called lately the Terror Twins. And yeah, I won't want to piss either one of them off. Even though I do find Rhea attractive. But anyway, it started with the Terror Twins pretty much rolling in this match. But then some shenanigans would, you know, uh, get Damian the advantage over Damian Priest. Uh, then finally the hot tag to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, excuse me. She had just put a whooping on Liv Morgan. Uh, was a little tease. Dominic Mysterio was like, "Oh come on, no, take me back, take me back, take me back." But Rhea wasn't having none of that. Even though he got to enjoy that spot. See, Dominic's got the best spot, the business spot. Anyway, enough of that. But Rhea Ripley was going to go for the Riptide on Dominic, but he was saved by Liv Morgan again. Here comes Damian Priest, gets tagged back in. He kind of same thing, puts a whooping on Dominic Mysterio. Then all four people were in the ring. Double Razor's Edge from Priest and Rhea Ripley. Looked like they was about to put it away when JD and Carlito came in, interfered the match. Finn Balor came in, gave what they call that, ripcord. I forgot what they call that. Let's call the boomerang, whatever it's called. Anyway, Finn Balor came in, hit that, and then like the Judgment Day was going to steal one, 619 on Damien with a frog splash, but he was able to get the 2 count. In the end, though, Damien was able to fight off the Judgment Day members, and Rhea Ripley hit the riptide, excuse me, on Liv Morgan, winning the match for the Terror Twins. So, fun match. This is definitely a fun match to watch. I can give it a thumbs up, but like I said, my prediction show or the live stream, no race for Judgment Day go over. There's no championship on the line or anything like that. This is a kind of a fun gimmick match, the mixed tag match, and it did what it's supposed to. Everything was pretty crisp. Definitely give this one a thumbs up as well. All right, now it's time for the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is Randy Orton trying to win that 15th championship, going against Gunther, and that was a tall order to face. Some filling out process till Gunther took over. Some heavy chops. The match would spill out to the floor when Orton would take over, sending Gunther to the steps, and he would work the arm. Then from there, some back and forth, really snug, hard fought stuff, things going on. Uh, Actually, Randy Orton would actually hit after Gunther was going for a second power bomb. Orton would counter that with a RKO, but to the surprise of probably everybody, uh, Gunther kicked out. Okay, was anybody really surprised? So anyway, Gunther kicked out. Uh, Match builds out to the floor again. Randy Orton puts Gunther through a table. Looks like it's in his grasp again. But this when when Randy Orton was going for that RKO again, Gunther countered, slapped on a sleeper hold. Uh, then again, got out of it. Orton kind of, or Gunther would uh, chop him down again, reapply the sleeper. But this time, Randy Orton passes out. Didn't give up, didn't tap out, just passed out. Gunther wins, of course, through I guess technical knockout or how they call it. They call it technical tap out. Just passed out. That's it. But anyway, yes, Gunther wins. After the match, Gunther, when Randy Orton got up, Gunther put his hand out. They shook hands, being respectful and stuff like that. Crowd was kind of a little 50-50 on this one, or they just, uh, or the whole crowd pretty much like both of them. go ahead and do some quick plugs. Every Tuesday, I do a wrestling trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions all dealing with sport, professional wrestling. So check that out. Also do a WWE Raw recap show. Of course, this week's Raw will be the aftermath of Bash at Berlin, and I usually try and have that on Tuesdays, maybe Wednesdays, uh, just depending on travel schedule and stuff like that. I also do a AEW Dynamite recap show. Uh, just talking about what happens on Dynamite. Usually try and have that out on Thursdays. Speaking of Thursdays, I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream. Of course, this week I'll talk about news of what's going on in professional wrestling, as well as doing a small little recap of Bash at Berlin, talking about the results a little bit. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday morning. I say Saturday. 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. So check that out. That's every Thursday. If you don't like the new style of wrestling or don't like today's wrestling, or you kind of young and want to kind of hear about the past, I got something for you. It's called Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. Of course, this week we'll be uh, talking about that day in wrestling history, jogging my memory of things that happened during my youth. And also, this week's watch along will be Mid South Championship Wrestling. I'm not sure what year yet, but it's going to be pre UWF, is when it was Mid South, so definitely check that out. As far as Bash of Berlin, that was a pretty good show. I mean, um, you had two different world or top championship matches. The WWE championship, which is on Raw, kind of like their main title. Uh, they had a totally different match between, or a totally different match from the main event, which was Randy Orton and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, the Gunther and Randy Orton one was a little more snug and a lot more, I want to say technical, but a little technical, a lot of technique, but like more grounded. That's what I'm trying to say. But the crowd was really into it from top to bottom. Um, didn't really feel like they was falling asleep during any part of the show. I guess that's why they kind of like having some of these premium live events, especially ones like uh, Bash of Berlin. Of course, next month is Bad Blood. For sure, they'll just have 5 matches on that one, and you know, let it be 2 hours. No need people there for 4 or 5 hours or anything like that. So, unless it's WrestleMania, then I understand you try to get much people into WrestleMania as much as possible. But uh, like I said, I thought this was pretty good. Crowd did a good job. All the wrestlers did a pretty good job too. Um, well, they're all botch free or whatever. Nothing too noticeable, but um, like I said, it's still a good show. So I'm not trying to be a Dave Meltzer. I'm just a fan. So yeah, if you're just a fan like I am, check out my other content. Like I said, be a champ. Hit that subscribe button. And anyway, that does it for me on this Bash Up Berlin recap. Hope to catch y'all again soon. Uh, Join me in those live streams. Those can be pretty fun sometimes. Go from talking about wrestling to other BS. But anyway, hope you folks are having a great Labor Day weekend, and of course tomorrow is Labor Day, so you folks still stay safe. Watch your speed, don't drink and drive, and all that good stuff. Until next time, folks, have a good one. Take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends. drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.